The first mistake we're going to go through is running too fast too often. When you start running, it's tempting to treat every run like a race. The problem is your aerobic system needs time to develop, and hammering every run is going to slow you down in the long term. And it's a surefire way to pick up an injury because you're not allowing your body to recover enough. But the most important pace to crack here is the easy run pace, which is around where 80% of our weekly mileage should be. When we're running at this pace, you should be able to talk in full sentences if you are running with a companion. If you're gasping for air, then you're going to be going too fast. Keep your easy runs nice and relaxed, conversational, and then you can really help build that foundation, build that base, and build that aerobic engine. Moving on, we're going to have a chat about skipping your rest days. So many people, when they start out at running, believe that they have to run every single day to get better. And while consistency is really good, also, what's more important is that recovery between runs. When you run, you're going to be breaking down muscle, and you're actually going to get stronger and fitter and make those adaptations to be able to run faster. The simple fix with this is to schedule in at least 1 or 2 rest days per week. Moving on, so many people when they start running are going to be wearing the wrong shoes. A lot of new runners start out wearing their old gym shoes or just a random pair of Converses that they've found at the back of the wardrobe. Not all shoes are going to be made for running. The wrong ones can cause issues like shin splints, knee pains, blisters, plantar fasciitis, a lot of the more common running injuries. We see runners go out and just buy the most expensive running shoe they can possibly find. It's over £200, so it must be good. You don't necessarily need the most expensive pair on the wall. Something like the Asics Nova Blast version 5, Nike's Vomero version 18, the Adidas Evo SL, or more for the budget end of things, the Puma Velocity Nitro version 3. Or for heavier runners, have a look at the Brooks Glycerin Max. All very sort of safe options and will definitely look after you well. Moving on, we're going to have a chat about everyone that goes out there and ignores strength training. In 2025, this is just a big fundamental part of how we run. Running is very hard on your body, especially on those joints and tendons. If our muscles around them aren't strong enough, it really increases that risk of injury. And this becomes even more important as we age into our late 30s, 40s, 50s and beyond. We've got to get that strength training in there. Obviously, the simple fix with this is to add 1 or 2 short strength sessions during the week. Even just about 10, 15, 20 minutes is going to be enough, and believe me, it will make a massive difference to your running. Focus on really simple, easy to do exercises like squats, lunges, glute bridges, calf raises and planks. Too much too soon. They get very excited when they start running and love it, and go out there and inevitably pick up a bit of an injury. We all want those results fast, but increasing your mileage and intensity too quickly is one of the surefire ways to get injured. That excitement can quickly turn into shin splints, plantar fasciitis, IT band issues, and then you can be sidelined for quite a long time. It can take time for our bodies to adapt and get the strength we need for running, especially when we're out in cities and towns pounding away on the pavements. The simple fix with this, as a very rough guide, traditionally we like to use that 10% rule. If you're doing 30 miles a week, do 33 the week after, and then maybe add another 3 or 4 miles the week after that. So if you are more of a beginner runner, say doing 10 miles a week, maybe just add an extra 2 miles the week after. It's just building it up gradually. Don't be going from 10 to 20 to 30. Just build it up with little increments. If you are a newer runner, then avoid running 2 days in a row so you can recover properly between your runs. And we don't want that to happen. Not warming up properly. If it's cold and you're short on time, you just want to get out there and get your run done. So skipping the warm up is very, very tempting. When I was in my 30s and now in my 40s, it's something I absolutely can't ignore. Starting off with those stiff joints and cold muscles is going to make your run feel harder and really increase that risk of injury. Obviously, the simple fix for this is to spend at least 5 or 10 minutes doing a dynamic warm up to get those joints mobilized, those muscles warmed up, and your heart rate up gradually. Things like leg swings, opening and closing the gait, hamstring stretches, high knees and butt kicks are going to be the best way to start your run. Moving on, so many people are getting obsessed about their pace. It's so easy to fall into the trap of checking your watch every few seconds when you're out there running, worrying it's going to be too slow. But pace really is not always the best indicator of progress, especially when we're starting out. Some days you're going to feel amazing out there, some days you really won't. That's normal. Consistency over time is the winner here. Try not to compare your run to previous runs. That whole comparison is the thief of joy is so true here. The simple fix with this, focus on the effort that you're putting in rather than the numbers. Make some notes on the weather. How did you feel? What went well? What went badly? What other life stresses did you maybe have going on the day? Learn to run by feel is definitely a skill, and it will help you so much more over the long term to become a more intuitive and confident runner. A little bit related to that one is comparing yourself to other runners. Open up your Strava or your Instagram and it seems like everyone else is running further, faster, but really when we see that, we don't see their full story, and constantly comparing yourself to others will really rob you of that joy of running. The simple fix, remember this is your journey. The only runner that you should be comparing yourself is to that version of you from yesterday. Something that most runners will be guilty of is running through pain. Obviously there's different types of pain. You've got that general soreness, that DOMS, that delayed onset muscle soreness, and actual pain as well. And it's really hard sometimes to differentiate between what is serious and what's just a little bit of fatigue. The simple fix with this, really listen to your body. If something feels sharp and persistent and gets worse as you're running, then I'd recommend definitely just stopping. Rest for a few days, and if it doesn't settle, then get it checked out by a physio or a sports massage therapist, getting some professional advice on it. And then finally, please don't think there's only one way to be a runner. A lot of new runners fall in the trap of thinking there's just a set path that everybody should be following when they're running. The classic one is, I'll run a 5k, then I'll do a 10k, then I'll do a half, then I'll do a full marathon, then I'll do an ultra. And remember, going longer isn't always the best. A lot of people downplay their efforts by running the slightly shorter races, saying, I'm only doing the 5k. A 5k is a really hard race to run, and believe me, it definitely counts just as much as any of the longer distances. Running is definitely not a one-size-fits-all sport. There's no hierarchy where longer means better. So find the part of running that brings you joy, whether that's going to your weekly park run, marathons, trail running, fell running, mountain running, sky running, canicross running, cross-country racing, track running, road ultras, obstacle course racing, high rocks, relay races. It's all running, it's all good, or simply going out for a run with your friends and never competing at all. That's absolutely fine. Every runner's journey is going to look different, and that's how it should be. So celebrate your wins, do what feels right for you.